Welcome to the Harjit and Prayer Show with your host, Harjit and Prayer.
Hey Harjit, how are you doing?
Hey, Prayer. I'm doing good, man.
This
What's
is
up?
episode 4.
Episode 4 of the
We
Hearts and Prayer Show.
Harjit and Prayer show, and people are actually watching.
I can't believe it. People
I'm
want
in.
to watch us.
Thank you,
That's
peep.
crazy.
Thank you to our supporters, and thank you for the influx of ideas as well. We really appreciate that. However you're sending it to us through Facebook, Twitter, private messages, keep doing it. We love getting ideas and addressing whatever questions you have and stuff like that. So
Right.
today, I don't know. What do you think we should talk about?
I think we should talk about the schedule builder. Uh,
Ooh, okay,
and
cool.
probably like navigate the MyIgnite portal, and we'll dedicate this for the Ignite, um, you know,
That sounds good to
Ignite
me.
cons.
Yeah. I
Right?
started a little bit building my schedule in there. I'm going to try to get it mostly done this week. How about you?
Yeah, me too. I think at some point, probably by the end of the week or something, I'll, you know,
Yeah,
I've added a little bit here and there just to play around with it, but haven't like sat down and just put all my focus into it and said this is exactly how I want to build it, and you know,
cool.
so
Let's
so
check it
let's do
out.
this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen,
Hmm.
and that will be, and there we go.
I see it. Ah, I'm going to drown. Oh,
I'm
okay.
hiding you.
All
I'm
right.
hiding you.
That's okay.
All right. So first things first.
So this is
Yes.
myignite.microsoft.com.
Right. So
Okay.
you could go to ignite.microsoft.com right up here,
Okay.
and then you'll find the MyIgnite tab on the top. You could also go to MyIgnite right here. I'll show you myignite.microsoft.com, and it'll prompt you to log in with your Microsoft account that you had uh, set up earlier.
Right.
So, and well, let's see. It should be rendering right here. There we go. So I was already logged in,
Cool.
so it just auto logged in for me here. But you go to myignite.microsoft.com, log in with your Microsoft account that you signed up for Ignite, and you should be good to go.
Okay.
And so basically, you have these tabs up here. Schedule builder, you'll find it under sessions,
Okay.
schedule builder.
See it. Cool.
And holy cow, that's
That
1100.
Yeah, that number keeps going up.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That's nuts. Um, so as you can see, if you're just doing it like this, trying to figure out what out of these 1100 sessions that you want to, sign up for, it's a little difficult, challenging. But there are ways that Ignite has is helping us out to narrow down our focus. So you could technically, for example, if you want to do find what's on Monday, there are 98 sessions on Monday, and then you can scroll through and add things like I've added the keynote. Uh,
Hmm.
things like that. As you can see, connect with Microsoft Tech Community. You can add that um, to your schedule, and it's very simple. It's just a little click like this,
Yep. Cool.
right? So you can do it this way. You can reset um, uh, your your view, your filters. We'll say this are filters. You can also narrow down by time, day and then time. So you want to know what are the sessions available on, you know, Thursday at 3 o'clock or something like that.
Got it.
You start clicking on those things like that. You can narrow down on topics. There's quite a bit here.
Hmm.
See, are you into the deployment stuff, the management stuff, the security stuff?
Right.
Um, you can narrow down by products. So if you're a SharePoint person or you're a Exchange, admin, things like that. System Center is another one that's pretty popular. And I'm generally going to be hitting a lot of these configuration manager type of sessions.
Right.
Um, and so when I clicked on that, it gave me everything from the uh, pre-conference sessions from Sunday, and again there's a community thing on Monday, um, and the list goes on. So you'll notice that um, a number of these sessions have a add to my schedule and add to playlist. From my understanding is that the add to playlist is basically the recorded sessions.
Okay.
So once they're available, you'll be able to come down to your my schedule here and just click on playlists and then find all the ones that you marked as playlists to go back and review again. So
That's cool.
yeah, it is pretty cool.
Can I
Uh,
add something?
sure.
One thing that I find really useful is if you scroll up, there is a filter that will filter out by um, the complexity of the topic. So it's called level.
Level right here.
Yeah, and so, if you're in the beginning stages of Office 365, for example, maybe the 100 level stuff will give you an intro to that. If you are really deep into something, the 300, 400s are the things you're looking for. And that's really important to look at, is because there's so many sessions, you don't want to accidentally add something and then show up and get a nice seat and find out, oh my gosh, this is an introduction to Windows 10, not a deep thing that I was looking for,
Right.
because you accidentally read the description wrong or something like that.
Absolutely.
So that's something you should. I think I find that very very useful. I want to make sure that I get something that is pertinent to the experience that I have with the product.
Absolutely. And I just, by chance here, following your steps, just noticed that there's a couple of sessions here called Navigating Your Way Around Microsoft Ignite. Um, these are useful for those who haven't been to a conference such as Ignite or TechEd in the past.
Definitely.
It's basically a one-on-one, how do you adjust, what do you do, and what do you see, you know, how do you network and things like that. So these are they're very useful.
Definitely.
So, all right, so that's a good point that you made about the levels here. And I mean, you can drill down into all these filters and figure out, how you want to, add your schedules. You can also do searches if you want to. Um, if you're interested in PowerShell, probably. Hopefully it comes up. There's a DevOps, uh, Nano Server. It's got something to do with PowerShell in here, right?
Sure.
So there's tons of it. So the other thing we can do is you can also look for speakers. So if you have, I really, really enjoy, one of my favorite speakers is uh, Sammy Liho
Oh yeah, he's great.
and Paula, right?
Hmm.
So if you just search for Sammy, um, there he comes, right? There he is here. So I want to make sure that I don't miss his sessions. I can, this tells me what exactly he's going to be speaking. And I'm like, oh, great, Monday, I definitely would want to go for this for a little bit. I can add that to my schedule, add that to my playlist. Um, you know, you need to ditch admin rights and things like that.
Hmm.
So you can do all sorts of things like that. Add to session, add to playlist,
Nice.
so on and so forth. If we go back. Um, so who's your favorite? You're talking-
I really enjoy the sessions by Paula. She works for a company called Secure, and it's all really deep level Windows
Yep.
security related stuff, and not just Windows, but just networks overall.
Right. Paula is
So,
awesome. It's a lot of fun going to her sessions. Yeah, they're right here. and you can search for the speakers and add them that way, and um, so probably add something like this,
Yep.
things like that. So
By the way, Paula has a fantastic YouTube channel for her company. If you guys and gals that enjoy Windows security want to really learn something, check it out. Every single time I learn quite a bit from
right,
those webinars that she does, and it's actually like hands-on stuff.
I
Not
think she just started that recently, right?
yeah, just this past year.
Yeah, yeah, they're really good, really fun
And
too.
again, they're not sponsoring us. It's just something that I have found incredibly useful to make my job easier. So I'm just sharing it with you.
Right. And Sammy is the same way too. I mean, he's got his monthly or weekly, bi-weekly newsletters that he emails out, and
Okay.
they're very interesting, very fascinating. He'll have some tips about certain Windows security stuff, and it's really good.
Nice.
So sign up. And so anyway, so I don't think we need to dive too much into how to maneuver around this MyIgnite portal for the sessions. I think we've already done that.
Yep.
And there's so many of these filters. You can find them by speakers. You can search the topics, whatever, right?
That's cool.
And once you've done once you've started to build your schedule, you can come down to My Schedule, click on My Schedule, and that kind of gives you, oh, this what's what's going on with for your days, Monday, Tuesday, things like that, and you can
Nice.
click
That's
on.
awesome.
Yeah, and you'll see, you'll have like these triple books and double books, and sometimes you do want to double book because a session that you want to go to is full, and it's really popular, so you can quickly have an alternate to run to instead of looking through your schedules again and trying to figure out what's available.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's that, and oh, and right here on the right hand side, you got a download trip report. I guess it creates a list of all your sessions that you've been to. So you may want to clean it up in case you need to like hand that over to your work. You can do that. Um, and hey, did you know that I actually can make an appointment with you or with any attendee that's like attending Ignite?
Really?
Yeah, let me
How do you
show you.
do that? That's pretty interesting.
All right, so you can go to attendees right up here.
Okay. Wow, 11,000.
That's crazy, huh?
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, so I'm gonna look for prayer,
Okay.
and just a few, first name, and here you come, and I'll find you, and if you have, set up your profile accordingly and stuff like that, I believe you'll see additional information, kind of a thing,
That's so cool.
an avatar or things like that, and obviously you have your Twitter handle,
Yep.
set up here. That's pretty cool. So let's say I want to book a meeting with you. I'm gonna be there. I want to maybe have like a hallway session with you or something like that. Hey, I need help with, I don't know, config manager or OSD or something like that,
Okay.
right? And we could create that. We could make appointments, and whatever we do here ends up in your schedule, so you can see what you got going on other than just regular sessions. So, for example, right, we're doing the Harjit and Prayer show, so let's call it, Harjit and Prayer show planning. So, because we're gonna meet up on Sunday, we both arrive on Saturday, Sunday. So, I want to meet up with you because I get there real early. So let's call it 10 a.m. Right?
Sweet.
10 to 11. Location, I think we'll go to the
Waffle House for sure.
Waffle House. Yeah, yeah, we gotta meet there. We'll have breakfast. We'll talk, right? And
Nice.
so what are we gonna
That's
do?
cool.
We're gonna chat about the show. And so then I click on request,
Hmm.
and you should have received, and it says your meeting successfully requested. So you should have received an email um, saying that there's a meeting request from me.
Oh yeah,
Is that right?
that's right.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
So then when I go into my schedule here, right up here, and if I look at, oh, look at that, Harjit and Prayer show. When I click on that, well, right now it's still pending because obviously you need
I
to
have to
approve.
approve it, right?
And then I guess we can send a message to each other and stuff like that, and you can remove it, and it's great. So I guess this is great as well if you want to make appointments with maybe some speakers, whoever, right? And you can do that. So
Right.
it's a one-stop shop.
That's impressive. I
Yeah,
like that feature.
that is cool. So what else we got? So all right. The other thing we have here is under partners, we have all the vendors. They're going to be at Ignite from, the diamond sponsors. Wow, one, two, three, four, five. And we got platinum sponsors, we got gold sponsors, and we got, silver sponsors, and then we have exhibitors. And, you just check out the list here. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Huge. So what this does is, it gives you a foundation to actually make some plans. You pre-plan in advance on who you want to see there. Who do you want to go talk to? To either to check out a product or talk about a current issue or to solve a problem and things like that, or you know, uh, or to thank a vendor for whatever. So, for example, any one of these, if we clicked on, let me get up here. All right. So we'll just go to, for example, Dell. And if you click on Dell, it tells you they're going to be at booth 801 and they've got their social handles.
Got it.
If you go to, for example, Adaptiva, um, they're going to be at booth 910 and, you can connect with them on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. And, it talks about what they are and so on and so forth, right?
S-
CDW, the same way. So this gives you an idea. Oh, this is what they do. This how I connect with them, and then either add them in your schedule or something, and go crazy.
Absolutely. And it's I think it's useful to know which vendors are there and what they do ahead of time before you get to Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Because you don't, for me personally, I don't spend time randomly walking around on the exhibition floor looking for a vendor that maybe that I want to see. Like I have a list of vendors that I want to talk to and see what they're doing and then go check them out.
Right.
Because there's limited time between sessions, and yes, there are times when the exhibition hall is open after hours, and not really after hours, but like in the evening and stuff like that. But I want to maximize the efficiency of my time. That's just who I am, and so
Sure.
okay, I want to see. I want to talk to Dell. I want to talk to Cisco. I want to talk to New Horizons. I want to talk to Double Take, and I want to know where they are. I want to know if it's a new company, do a search for them, see if they're going to be there. If you're not sure, you can always reach out to your vendors that you have and ask them, hey, are you going to be at Ignite? Is there any new products that you can actually show me a demo of and things like that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's you hit it on the nail right there with that. So yeah. So the other thing you can do with this portal here, you got maps. It gives you a layout of the convention center. Um,
This place is huge.
it's huge. It's huge. I, you know, so for example, if you want to do a C1 and, building C floor one and gives you a layout, okay, exhibit halls, there are bathrooms, there's, you know, all sorts of things, right?
Hmm.
And how you get in, where, where's the entrance and things like that, and all the, obviously the the booth numbers and stuff like that all listed like this. So this is a good piece
That,
of information to have.
that's awesome.
And then finally, we have an agenda. And this agenda is he's a pretty cool guy, by the way.
Hmm.
He does Skype. He's a Skype guy. So, anyways, this agenda is for Ignite itself, like the general, generic, you know, for example, Sunday, from this 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You'll be able to pick up your badge, and I guess they'll announce the locations, very soon.
Hmm.
And you'll be able to do that on Monday as well. And those that are doing the pre-conference sessions, and they have them listed here. For example, Monday, you got again badge pickup at 7:30. You can do it all day long. You got breakfast from 7:30 to 9. You got the keynote at 9, and so on and so forth. And then finally, at the end of the day, from 5 to 7, there's the welcome reception. There's beer, there's hors d'oeuvres. It's
Usually food that's local to the area, which I
exactly
mean, it's United States. But actually there are specific cuisines that you won't find in other places.
like Georgia and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And Georgia, that kind of a thing, right? So yeah, it's a lot of fun. You mingle, you meet a lot of people, you meet vendors and things like that. So and I guess the expo floor will start opening at 12:15 on Monday. And if we skip to Thursday, again you got the same kind of stuff. And it even tells you what time the Microsoft Store is open from.
Nice.
And then we finally have the Ignite, celebration, or what used to be known as the closing party. So, um,
Cool.
yeah, so this is great. There's a lot of stuff up here. myignite.microsoft.com or ignite.microsoft.com, and gets you where you need to go.
Nice. So, some people can just walk into the convention center and just do it, but others like to have a plan ready to go. And I think that they've provided really good tools to help you to do that. I mean, I feel really well equipped with all the options that are out there, and you can synchronize this to your phone, and the map will be available via some mobile method as well to
That's
help you
right.
find things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad that they do that. It definitely makes it a more enjoyable experience for me,
A lot.
knowing where I'm going, what the topics are, who's going to be there, things like that.
Exactly. So yeah, so that covered quite a bit with the hopefully it helped a lot of people on how to navigate, and uh, a few tidbits that they didn't know about, like the scheduling appointments with one another and things like that. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
cool.
so what else are we gonna talk about, man?
Um, uh, so I was in India a couple. I was in India a couple of years ago, and the first morning we're at our hotel in Ahmedabad. They spoke English really well, but they just couldn't understand what I was saying, and I was just saying like, yes, this is. I do want a taxi to this place, and they're they just didn't understand. So then finally, they're like, "Is this what you want?" And I said, "Yes." They still didn't understand that. So finally, they're like, "So you want a taxi from here to here?" And they got it. I didn't have to say any word. And so
Bobble,
this
the bubble.
Bobble, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know who started it. I don't know where it came from, but it is quite mysterious and it's full of incredible power.
I don't do the bobble, but I tend to like nod my head in agreement a lot. And to me, it's like if I just stay stiff, I'm not giving any feedback to somebody that I got it, I understand you, I'm hearing you, you know
Yep,
I'm getting your message. So I tend to like just that's kind of my bubble.
got it. That's cool.
But it's true though, in India, if it's a no, it's this way.
This way,
And if it's a yes, it's this
this
way.
way. You just have
And
to know.
If you're
It's like
confused, it's this way. It's everything is this way. It's just a matter of I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yes,
Uh,
very good.
yeah,
I would
that
like
was very good.
very
Very good.
good. Ske-
Delicious.
Schedule builder is so awesome.
Very good.
But it's I only find myself doing it when I'm in the vicinity of other Indians.
Yeah, it just comes up
Like all
automatically.
like as soon as I'm around you, I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go grab a drink over there.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
like,
go.
what am I
Let's go grab
doing?
a beer.
And but
Yeah,
yeah,
but you know something we gotta say though. So we could we can make fun of this because we're both Indian dudes.
that's right.
We're both masala IT guys.
That's right. Spicy IT is the way it's supposed to be.
Spicy IT.
Yeah, and so if you encounter one of us and we're doing this, it could mean that we can't stand you. It could mean that we agree with you. It could be like, okay, how am I going to get out of this situation?
Yeah.
It could
Could
mean many different things.
please get
Um,
out of here.
the best thing to do is just listen very carefully
Right.
and hope that things turn out okay. So there is lots of YouTube videos on this topic, and I haven't found one that is like the definitive ultimate guide or whatever. But yeah, it means many things. Listen to the inflection of the voice. Listen to the volume of the voice. If I'm looking like this and I'm going like that, I mean, probably means like, hey, no, I don't think so, dude. What are you talking about? But if I'm like smiling and they're like, oh yeah, 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 he agrees with me. So, but I do that with my parents and my family all the time,
I
and it's
know.
like completely unsilent.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah. Do you want us to make you samosa? You know, there it is.
Oh my God, you're killing me, man.
It's
So,
the
anyways, it's been a good show.
yeah. I hope so. Um,
So,
if you enjoy it, folks, please subscribe. That will encourage us to do more.
hey, you know what? I figured out we need at least 100 subscribers on our channel, and then we can get a vanity URL
Oh wow,
for
cool.
our channel. So we need that number up there. So folks, please subscribe. Give us some feedback. Give us some love. You
Click
know,
the button.
share. Yeah,
Click the
share the
button.
button.
Share the button.
Yeah, not mutton, but button.
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 Not. That's right.
Anyways, thanks, folks. Thanks for watching. And Prayer, I'll catch you very soon.
Yeah, dude. Cheers.
All right. Harjit and Prayer Show. Out.
Out.
Bork, bork, bork.